new subscribers. I am Goddess High Priestess Empress Ana La Pantera. Shout out to all of y'all, but major shout out to the members of the channel. You are infinitely loved. So infinite abundance, health, wealth to all of you in general. We're going to see what the vibe is and make the necessary adjustments, as we always do over here, you feel me? Let me give y'all a few to get the notification before we get started. In the meantime, let me look to see. Yeah, you can tell when this moon is in Aries, boy. Ooh-wee, you can certainly tell when the moon is in our beloved Aries. While Mars, its ruling planet, in Leo, retrograde. Okay. Let me let Source speak to the collective. I'm just going to deliver the message. Okay. Moon in Aries at 7 degrees, which is a Libra degree, the reflection of Aries. Welcome, Pantera Soul Fam. EVE, Ashe, mi amor. Welcome. While Mars in Leo, 6 degrees, 6 Virgo degree of analyzing habits, work, spirituality, dreams, pets, and the sign of Leo retrograde. So the way you can look at the essence of a planet in retrograde is you go over something once, come back over it to go back through it again. You know what I'm saying? So on your way back the second time around, on your way forward from going back the second time around, you'll be able to see things clearer. Some of you right now with Mars in retrograde in the sign of Leo, use it more so as far as your creativity and what it is that you are instinctively drawn to. Especially when it comes to creation, you may find yourself sort of slowing down. But if you find yourself slowing down and it's frustrating, you don't allow it to frustrate you, okay? With that, understanding that the planet of action, but it's also the planet of war. Mars is retrograde. All right. I almost said some serious Aries shit just now with that comment. Yo, that's wild. Huh. Now, see, before we get into y'all messages, as the fire element that I embody, okay? And some of you, this could be a message here for some of you as well. Doesn't have to be the fire element, but when you notice you carry a certain tone to your actions and your responses, hear me out. It's not so much concerned of the way one will respond to you, but more so your response to them for doing what the fuck they just did. Because it can really set off this whole grid. Okay? Standing still beneath their feet. Reset that whole thing. Where that energy just, or that person just drops into a damn sinkhole, per se. Okay? So, when it comes to certain people and situations, you don't have to give people an explanation. For some of you already, the message is you don't have to give an explanation as to why you're leaving. You don't have to give an explanation. Just do what you got to do peacefully and quietly. It's my first cup of coffee of the day. What y'all got going on? Talk to me. What's up? What's the vibe? What's new? What adjustments are you already making in your life that have to do with you focusing on you? And you also got this Venus conjunction to Pluto. Oof. The emotional experience could be quite intense right now. You almost said something else. I almost said something else, but I forgot. You got some spots up in here. Definitely been moving in silence because, yeah, Nah, I feel you on that. That's what it is. I'm looking for the live on here so I can make these adjustments over here on this side into the chat right quick. Definitely in warrior mode right now. It was certainly neutral prior to coming on here. Huh. Definitely was neutral before coming on here. So that, yeah, we really gonna have to, we gonna see what's up. Let me make these changes I'm making right now. There we go. It's giving, I don't want to have to whoop your ass, but asking for it. We're asking for it. Okay. Where my energy cards at? Tell me again. What's the vibe? Let me see something. What's the energy I'm supposed to carry this message through before I even... This energy you want me to carry this message through. King of Cups. With the emotional intelligence. 7 of Wands. Mars and Leo. Scorpio with Mars and Leo energy. Wow. All right, y'all. So here we go. Wants me to carry the message out with Scorpio, Mars, and Leo energy. It's quite intense. Quite fiery and intense. Quite ass-whooping-ish type of vibes. Yeah, it is. With the wait and see type of energy with it too. What's the energy here for the collective source? Woman holding a coin. 42. Journey. A challenge here with the woman holding a coin. So 422, 422 was at the bottom of the deck. Strategy. Cleaning up a strategy. Gotta make room for something here. Because this is very significant what's going on at this present moment. Everything happening right now at this present moment got something to do with this reading. Yep. Yeah, it do. Yeah, the fuck it do. Okay, so. You got woman holding a coin and this journey card coming out sideways. Something's on the angle. It's something ain't quite balanced out. A strategy in regards to money, particularly with a woman or an earth sign, or you can be an earth sign. This landed right on top of the woman holding a coin. In reverse, what is it? Storm warning in reverse. I love to see it. Okay. I love to see that. Patience. Okay. Slow it down. That wait and see energy. So this is given the vibe of, let's say someone has experienced a tower moment, right? But this is the tower moment that actually helps you to shift gears or not be connected to something where there's a possible storm that could be brewing in that direction. Let's say some of you will, for others of you, there's something having to do with you traveling or moving, going on a journey, that it's been rescheduled because you're actually avoiding a storm. Okay. Patience, 10:10 on the clock. 8:10 on the clock right now. Or 2010. So 2010 could be of significance. 10:10, 2010. Cornucopia. Heavy hitter coming through. Okay. Somebody is about to receive some money here, huh? You don't see this coming. Or there's something about you being able to save. Save. Indecision. Cornucopia, indecision. That's interesting because with women holding a coin, which is also connected to this cornucopia or essence of abundance, there are cards that are coming up next to it have to do with making a decision or moving forward, and there's a challenge there. because it's something of the past in regards to a storm or something not going through the way one may have wanted it to then, but then is not now. Focus more on where you are at now, the version of you that you are at now, the emotional intelligence and the passion, strength, and courage that you have now. You've evolved from the person that you used to be. That thing just says so rich and delicious. Okay, let me get one more. Now I'm hearing make room. The angel of balance. Wow, okay. And appreciation. Something is happening behind the scenes for you here, collective. You think that you are being held back, or something may not, again, be working out the way you may want it to, but the way you want it to work, it still seems to be connected to the version of you that is still operating in some sort of fear, guilt, or shame. But nonetheless, you're still being placed in the proper position or on a proper path to avoid these storms, or to disconnect from the experience that would even create or trigger that memory. Also, even if, okay, that's one part. But now if you are entering a space where you may have been triggered, you may have noticed that you're no longer triggered by that situation. You have a different response to situations that used to trigger you. Especially with Mercury retrograde too. You got Dear John here, rejection, cold hard truth, a breakup. So there could be something here in regards to someone from your past that did return and made you kind of distracted just a little bit when it came to, as it comes to what you're doing next. Roundabout, community connections, new direction, keep it moving. Many working parts seems to continuously come up here. You're the one that's in control of the information. You're the one that's in control of the flow of information that is guiding you to keep it moving. Again, especially if this has to do with anything of the past that was short-lived. Master, 39 you have here, 12 or 3. Discipline, structure, teaching, overcome, learning a skill, commanding presence. I'm hearing you're coming out of your shell now. Your confidence is showing a lot more. Your confidence is definitely showing a lot more towards a community that you are in connection with. You have a baby here. You definitely have a maternal nurturing presence that you probably used to hide before, or you stopped yourself from doing that because of people taking advantage of you in terms of the love and care that you have. But you also carry this energy of don't fucking play with me. You know what I'm saying? Because that ass will get handled. You're being given the keys to control the flow of information when it comes to continuing the legacy. Whatever this is that you're nurturing is as if it's a child of yours, especially if this is a new project that you're starting. Look at this one here. Black Widow showing up. Toxic situation or relationship. Unexpected attack. See, that's connected to, I'm seeing this more so as a perception. This is not really what's happening in your environment right now. It's just more connected to a past situation. Let's get one more. I'm about to be going to Celtic spread right now. Journey. These are very similar to, you know, the past couple readings now. Moving on. Keep it moving. Moving on. New beginnings. Keep going forward. Go with the flow. No resistance. Now I just got hot. You're just gonna see that the messages were kind of similar, huh? Let me make sure. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Going away. Let me see. Olive branch. Make amends. See? Someone from your past does want to come back and make amends. But the message is, you see it here, many different ways. Keep it moving. Moving on. That was part of your journey, but it's time to keep going forward. Whether this is a person, an idea, project, a way of thinking, whatever it is in connection to your past that wasn't fully showing you appreciate loving yourself, which was also part of the challenges and lessons that you were going through, for you to notice that you have the keys to your blossom and abundance and fulfillment with this cornucopia here showing up as well. Yeah, look at this. Once you recognize that you have the keys, you'll be building caring connections that is truly in alignment to your daughter value. Call on Archangel Shamuel, Angel of Love. Welcome, Joe. Welcome, beloved. To train her dog recently. Interested in my ex. Wow. I just got the hot chills just now. Wow. I'm not telling anybody what to do, but it seems as though the message for anything of the past, especially if you're hearing this message, it's a no. Source said it's definitely a no. You heard the honk? 8/19, 2019. August 19, 2019. Could be a significance here for somebody. When you were this if you are somebody, okay, oh yeah, oh no, that was connected to somebody that came back from your past during the year 2019 or August 19, 2019, and they come back around, that's a no. Look, what in fuck? Look at this one. These two cards, these three came out in the previous reading. 13, 3, 6, 7, March 6th, 7th, June 7th, June 3rd, July 6th, July 3rd. But these three came in the previous reading. So some of you may want to watch that because you are definitely the catalyst or the tower in their life. 2020, clear vision. It's time for you to move on. It's 2020 o'clock. Okay. Crystal ball. Yep, we're seeing this clearly, all right. Yes, we are. We are seeing this clearly. Clear as a crystal ball. This is some wild shit. And it's the one that's of Scorpio card. And prior to pulling y'all messages, I asked what's the energy I might have carried to deliver it. King of Cups comes out with the 7 of Wands, Scorpio. So that's a confirmation in terms of Yeah, we about to tell you something. It might sound a little weird. It might sound as though, should you? That's what it is, though. Say that. So this is where we at. It's a no. Let us help you with your discernment at this time to see this clearly. That's okay. Messenger. This getting a little freaky now. It's getting a little freaky. Okay. What's that? Leo. Okay. Now I'm hearing that TikTok with that Tupac song. Personal water. For some of you, this journey that's been challenging definitely has to do with the person of water or someone who possibly lacked emotional intelligence. But they are also empathic, intuitive, sensitive, and psychic. And if they're not aware of this or have a blocked heart center, then they are easily susceptible to energies around them that can easily put them in a space of confusion, distorted visions, or intuition where they may not even be able to communicate properly. Look at that. Yeah. So there's something here where even your spirit guides and your ancestors, even if you decide you yourself to move forward with something that has ended, 9 of Aries, you're going to still be protected from this, blocked. Something may be something that you are going towards before this person comes through automatically comes to a strong hold or strong block. And if it's not a person of water, it could be an earth sign because the polar reflections to the water signs, the reflective element of the water signs are earth. Person of water. Very likely it says at this time the situation or outcome is going to occur. This universe card in reverse here still with the white rabbit with 7-7, 377. Heart home. What is this situation with the water sign? And it landed right on top of the angel of balance, 12. With the 4 and the 8. For those of you who saw the 4 and the 8 and wondering where the fuck you get 12 from. Just add them together. Just, let's see. Huh. Okay. Transformation. A resurrection. We gonna have to get real nosy here. Okay? We gonna have to get real nosy with this thing here, all right? Because we not just about to be surface based on this thing here, because there's just way too much happening that is just person of water. The situation that is about to occur is a transformation, a renewal, a rebirth, a rising from the ashes, an ascension. Where are y'all at? Where's the collective? Where's the collective? And I'm going to see where the cross watcher is. In terms of the energies outside of whatever this is. Oh, child. Where's the collective? You sitting there victorious in your bag, focused on you. I love to see that because that's showing me that you're also that woman holding a coin. You got the King of Pentacles and the 6 of Wands. Taurus, Leo. You're in your willpower of your sacred value. You're in your willpower of your sacred value with the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. You're in a position of reminding yourself for moving as a leader is where you are at. Where is the energy of the cross watcher? Because y'all got me fucked up, okay? We ain't about to do this here. Welcome, beautiful. It's the transformation for me. Where's this cross watcher energy? Where's the cross watcher energy? 8 of Cups. They better not think they can leave something to come back to you, because let me shut up. Let me just deliver the messages, okay? Well, you got this full moon here. 8 of Cups speaks of walking away from things that no longer serves you, but somebody is definitely dreaming of you. Someone has, okay. Someone recently had a dream of you. Even if the person doesn't come back physically, that dream is enough. It holds enough weight to come across as an energy even showing up in your life again from the past in this present moment with all these retrograde situations. So that would really be for somebody who has truly moved on, but there's some residue of a past situation still lingering. You and this person both could have moved on with your lives, for real, for real. But they may have, this is what it's saying. It's saying the energy outside the collective possibly had a dream of the collective. They're the ones that walked away from you. So in certain situations, you're coming across to them as the one that got away. Even if this is a job situation. Because don't get it twisted. You'll have employers that let people go and don't select people for certain jobs and really thinking, fuck, I should have made that decision. So that could also be something here. 6 of Cups. Yeah, they're definitely dreaming of something of the past. I mean, this is what us readers are here for, but these retrograde energies be pulling up some shit that throughout the seasons when they direct, we be letting y'all know on some, yo, don't be repeating something that you know ain't worth your time, your energy, your evolution, none of that. And then you come around, not y'all, the seasons come around with retrogrades where this shit gonna show up anyway. But this is also why we here. You know what I'm saying? To give you that intel on some, nah, keep moving that way, not this way. Don't go back there, go over there. I mean, but to each his own. Y'all know y'all situation more than the reader would, okay? However, if it's resonating, 33 on the screen, yeah. Show me more about this energy with the 8 of Cups. The 3 of Swords. Damn, somebody done fucked up, man. So let's put it this way. Let's say you were, the best example I can give you right now, you were always into astrology, tarot, getting to know more about yourself, whether it's through any of the tools, have to do with tarot, human design, whatever. There was a person that you were connected to in the past that looked at you and said, why are you doing that? You really believe in that? But now they actually have been studying that for the past couple years. And they see exactly what you've been talking about. Where it's on some, fuck. Collective was on point this entire time. 8 of Wands. Yeah, there's some, they really want to communicate with you. And the emotions connected to these memories could be a little bit more intense while this moon energy is in the sign of Aries. It's on some, they're willing to fight for a reconciliation. One more. That's crazy. The King of Pentacles, which is the card that came out for you, where y'all are at. See, that's clarifying that there was something you were doing with someone before that they looked at you on some, why would you do that? That's not true. That they're doing now. And seeing you as basically, they see you as a messiah, put it that way, where they should have just listened to you. Nine of Wands, Wounded Warrior. Let me get a different deck for this person of water energy. Show me that, because that's really coming across as that could be y'all right now, especially with it being clarified by, at this time, the situation involves the Phoenix, a renewal, transformation, resurrection, a new era, alchemy. Look at that. You got the World card. Show me the person of water here. That's a lot of cards, but the Ten of Pentacles at the top of the deck. You and this person could be the same sign also. Or they could embody your, whatever your sun sign is, could be their rising sign, vice versa. What's the person of water? What's the person of water? Somebody could definitely be a Gemini, because I'm that TikTok song is in my head over and over and over again. Nine of Cups, Jupiter and Pisces, a wish fulfillment. Let me see. What's at the bottom? Page of Cups. So you moved on. Something new is coming into your life. And anything that was connected to you from the past can feel you actually pulling away on another level. Person of water, the Emperor. That's Aries right there. 9, 4, 13. This person of water is you. You're the one, obviously. Okay. That makes sense. You're expanding what it is that you know, what you believe based on what you know, which is also why energetically you're becoming more aware of the directions as to where the storms could be brewing and not going in that direction because of this rebirth that you've had in connection to alchemy. The end is just the beginning. I'm getting this sense where you're feeling more at home with things ending. That's a powerful place to be. When you're okay with things ending, more than okay with things ending, whew. That's the key to transforming. That's the key to transmuting energy, the King of Swords. It allows you to open up your mind. That's Aquarius, I know. Yeah, there you go. Speaking to, you're expanding on what you believe based on what you know. You know your true power now. And the importance you have in other people's lives. That you can stand firm and alone. Not lonely, but alone in your power and thrive. And you may have been connected to people in the past who would use that against you. To have you feeling as though you would have to depend on them. But you are the Emperor. You know who you are. You may have even compromised in these situations in the past. So there's something about that energy or person of the past, seeing where you were the greatest thing that has ever happened to them, until they reached a point where they are ready to also go through their transformation and still experience that happiness, that joy moving forward. Tell me more. Personal water, Nine of Cups, the Emperor, and then the Knight of Pentacles, Virgo. It landed right on top of the cross-watcher energy with the Eight of Cups and the Three of Swords. You did everything you can to work this situation out when it was presented to you. Oh yeah, you did. And there you go. That's that new beginning. The beginning of prosperity that's on its way to you. You've been on a very long journey though. That's for sure. Now let me go into a Celtic spread here. Let's get some more info on this. This person you were connected to in the past held back a lot. They didn't have that trust within themselves to trust you to be able to let go and really express their feelings, or have that type of dialogue where, you know, a person can feel that they can trust someone so they can express themselves and don't feel as though, not feeling as though somebody is going to judge them, misjudge them, because they may have grew up that way, especially with the Venus-Pluto conjunction. That's what's connected to that as well, in terms of where you are seeing what transformations you have gone through in matters of the way you give and receive love. You know what I mean? So that, again, with that TikTok, that Tupac song, that dance that everybody's doing, it will be a confirmation for some of you, this message, that as soon as you come off of this live and you go onto any other platform, and that's the first thing you see. Yep. Word. Let's go to the bigger cards. I want to see, because it has the chakras in them. Show me the current energy here for the collective. Welcome everybody in the chat. Y'all know y'all can give gifts now the way they do on Twitch and all that other stuff. This is wild. It's pretty dope. Ugh. Current energy, 4343. Foundations and achievements, the Four Wands. Current energy, foundations and achievements. What is the challenge here for the collective when it comes to their foundations and achievements, which is also Venus and Aries energy? So the way you are able to receive compliments, it also has an effect on your foundations and achievements. The way you receive compliments has something to do with your foundations and achievements, where you may not be comfortable receiving compliments. And that could instantly put you in a space based off of trajectory between you and source and the universe making something a reality for you, where you step yourself away from connecting to receiving more abundance. If receiving compliments or recognition for what it is that you're doing makes you feel slightly uncomfortable, this could be where you would want to do some of that shadow work in terms of what has caused that. Now, what I'm picking up on from that is you may have been in a situation where you had to constantly dim your light around people and it's stuck with you, but it's time to release that. Look at that. This thing here about moving on is going to come through however it wants to, but it's going to show up, apparently. Speaking of light, moving into your... Hey. Wow. Foundations and achievements 4, moving on 6 at the bottom of the deck. Here in this other deck, you have the thinking man and speaking to foundations and achievements. Thinking man, you have the financial constraints. See, look at that, Archangel Raphael. So with those 3 showing up in a whole different deck that we're not using right now, but it's there for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. You're beginning to see something crystal clear about what is time for you to move on from. 4611 on the... I'm going to sleep. Because, yo, that ass. 46. What's crossing this energy here for the collective? Coño son dos. 46 again. What's that's a code here for some of you. 46 is definitely a code, especially when it comes to your wisdom. The Hierophant is there. You have the challenge of your foundations and achievements is seeing yourself as successful or achieving, and then you have this, victory and success. Can you see yourself being victorious? Collective going know and have it clear today. Move it on. Yeah, for real, because something can easily block your vision. Now, with Neptune going direct, you would have to give it the energy some time where your vision becomes clearer through the illusion. But you're in that space of seeing through any type of illusion or delusion that someone may have placed upon you or you upon yourself. Why is this the challenge? What's interesting is that you also showed up as the victory and success, the 6 of Wands, when we were looking at where is the collective. Something is not what it seems. You may not... Something about the present reality. Your present reality is not at all where you're moving on to. At all. So begin to have that gratitude. Not even for some of you, you've been doing that, but it may be something where you are in a process of elevation, so you're isolated, right? Now, through that isolation phase, there may be certain people that you may be in contact with that can easily put you back into, you know, the version of you that was basically the reason why you're going through this process of isolation now. So it brings you back into a space as if you ain't learned a lesson type of thing yet. So it's not so much so that you don't see yourself as victorious or successful. It could just be an energy around you that doesn't connect with that frequency you're heading towards. You know what I mean? Or your true value of yourself. It seems to have something to do with a bond where people rather complain about their situation than they come up with the solution and focus on the solution. What's the basis of this? What's the basis here? The root chakra, stability, survival, but also the end is just the beginning with this one energy showing up. Stability, conflict and defeat. Five of Swords. I mean, the swords do speak about communication. You got Venus in Aquarius here. Yeah, so, okay. There's so many versions of you that you are realigning at this time to go towards the light. But there's one energy that is actually amongst a group of people. The energy is amongst a group of people. So, okay. For some of you, survival mode is triggered by a particular energy where the appearance of people that bring this forward, they may have a resemblance. They don't know each other. Nobody is related to the other, but there's something about, there's something about their feature that is also the feature within you or the program within you, you have to cancel out. Because it goes back to you constantly for energy. Yeah, this energy is not it shows up in your physical reality, but obviously it's more spiritual than anything. Because I'm seeing this here as your energy rising, and that one particular entity that will constantly go to you to grab onto your light is what's burning out at this time. And you have power here at the bottom, right up under it. Let's see. What's the name of your past here? What's the name of your past here? So that's confirming this is something y'all both moved on from, but energetically, spiritually, it's still lingering. It's okay. This will be an example of when you see an orb, be mindful of what it is that you are thinking about, because that orb and your thoughts can easily become what it is that you're thinking about. So that particle of light is just flowing around looking for a plug or something to generate its frequency on a higher level so it can actually become a thing. Some of you may even want to dive deeper into your connection with Metatron, because something outside of you is showing you a feature that you have within you, which is why the program keeps happening. Disruption. Tower. What's at the forefront? of this energy here. Justice, balance, the angel of balance, literally the angel of balance. One 11166 is the code. 411166 is the code. There are there's 3 sixes here. So you have 411166. 6 is the code. Balance. Hold on. This has to be brought to the surface as clear as it can be. To see all of the elements as to what this energy was actually doing. And you have the 4 of Pentacles, firm foundation. You're not understanding the message. This may not be the space for you, beloved. Okay. Let's see. What's at the forefront with balance? Something very strong here regards to the solar plexus. What brings you joy? What allows you to laugh? Something about that. What allows you to laugh? Okay. Rest and rejuvenation, another 4. Eleven, 4. Something about November 4th here is very strong right now too. Possibly been resting since then, and it's allowing you to bring balance to mental conflict. Moon in Libra. Emotions connected to memories as it connects to significant partnerships. Resting and rejuvenating from expanding on those significant partnerships that weren't actually balanced. And this dog is wilding right now. What's happening next here? We gonna clarify that. Golly, this is in reverse. I love to see it. The conflict and defeat card in reverse showing up as what's happening next. Okay. No more conflict and defeat. Why? What has happened for this to occur? Whoo, the throat chakra. Yeah. From the solar plexus to the throat chakra. So that's what has to be balanced. Okay. Trusting the moves your gut is guiding you to take. The step it's guiding you to take. 8:55 on the clock. 10:58 on the screen. 10:59 right now. We have 5 and 5. Bringing it to a neutral state. Because there's something here about you really don't have to. This is where we started. If you're leaving a situation, you don't have to explain why you're leaving or why you left. Or there could have been something having to do with that's the way the situation actually transpired. When it comes to all parties moving on. Somebody didn't want to because this card did not want to come off the table. Someone used to be conflicted in within their emotions about a partnership, feeling as though that they didn't bring everything to the table before each side moved on. And now the energy has switched in terms of, okay, speaking the truth to oneself about, all right, you did all that you can do in this situation. So this is where it turns into another level of being able to move on from this. Again, there's that Venus conjunct to Pluto is going to bring that type of energy up too. Sacrifice. The Hangman. You have allowed yourself to, you've allowed yourself to go through the process of cleansing yourself and coming out of the mud, the Lotus. What is the advice? The solar plexus. Child. With discontent and boredom at the bottom of the deck. Your advice is grounded with the essence of the Angel of Balance. That's helping you with what's happening next. $11.53, $11.8. So between 11.4 and 11.8 could have been a significant switch of gears here, where you're now able to put something to rest once and for all. No more conflict and defeat. Speaking the truth to yourself about it. Going back to when you really are in that space of you are ready to let something go. And it being a powerful place to be in. The advice is to connect to your solar power so you can go through that transformation, because obviously the person of water, your emotions are going through a renewal. See, now I'm seeing where somebody is literally going through a washing cycle of all of the water that's in their body. Not to call it something else, because it's something similar to that they do with people's blood, but we're not going to speak on that. But the type of the mechanics that occurs in terms of cleansing out the blood is happening with the water within someone's body. Tell me more. It is hot. Obstacles and challenges. Saturn and Leo. 53 again, number 8. I have to go here for what is happening. Oh. Hold on, loves. Let me look at this in the lexicon so I can see what else we got coming up here. My father is peace. So you actually came to peace with, you found a missing piece by coming to peace with the way you experience being a child or your parents parenting you. Ooh. Now, obviously this is not going to be for everybody, but a situation did occur with someone's firstborn that someone is now coming to peace with. It had something to do with a third son. The firstborn isn't here due to the third son. Obviously, that's not for everybody, but this is you're coming to peace with the situation. All right, let me come out of that. Okay. This is definitely the moment to rejoice in celebration. Welcome, Amina love. Hold on. The reason why someone is not able to accept compliments about their achievements is because their father didn't do that for them. I love you more. What do we have here? The flamingos. And it also affected love. But however, with this message showing up in the advice, there's a long-term potential for a soulmate, a union, two of a kind, displays of affection. Somebody's going to be able to feel at home. Speaking of your current energy, someone is finally being able to feel at home. Family, look at that. Hands a little shaky. And then microphone, able to express themselves, even if it's them speaking their truth. It's a beautiful space to be in. Once you clear yourself from anything that may trigger you from closing yourself in or not expressing yourself. I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing worse than you not being able to utilize your throat chakra. And you have it here as a confirmation in terms of what's happening next, is that you'll no longer be conflicted or defeated when it comes to what it is you want to say. And sometimes you may have been a person who has spoken a lot of truths, but if you were in that defense mode, it wouldn't come out with the intention of what you may have wanted to say. Now, for some, that could be the way their parents may have spoken to them or raised them, because they were still in a wounded state, that even if they wanted to provide their child with the message of love, they were still connected to some form of, wound, mother, child, father, child wound growing up that they haven't cleared themselves from. So what's in the environment here for the collective? Let's see. Transformation. I mean, well, shit. Yeah, it is. And it's definitely having to do with the lower octaves, the lower chakras. So you're definitely going through an expansion here to get to your heart chakra, which then allows you to express that truth and even see yourself successful, abundant, fruitful. You know what I mean? Some of you, is really time for you to put more focus into meditation, silence of the mind and your body. Silence of the body, what I mean by that is, let's say you're in a meditative state, your mind could be wandering still, but you do get to a point where you can actually, just allow that to be what it's doing, instead of forcing yourself to stop thinking. And then it translates into your body, that while you're laying down, you can even feel your body just releasing the tension that it has. You can feel the tension leave your body. So that's what I mean about even, you know, bringing quietness to the body, that you can feel the tension leave by allowing yourself to have that moment, to allow it to go through that process. And that's also something to be mindful of as well. Let's say you are on your healing journey and you make a big move and you're no longer in that environment. Just know that there will be another phase where your body has to release any type of defense mechanism that you would have in the previous environment that you were in. You'll notice it though, especially if, you know, you have been, you know, healing in that previous environment, but there's just still something that would keep you in this guarded state, just so that way you can continue on clearing out whatever you have to clear out, doing the shadow work that you're doing, so you're no longer coping with situations. What about this transformation here? Deception and envy. The fuck? Okay, so here's that. Here we go again. So, okay. Yes, we're gonna go there. Give me a second. All right, y'all. Gratitude for patience. Okay. So, the fact that the advice and what's in your environment have low vibrational energies connected to it. This would be what we were speaking to before in terms of the cross watchers energy, where they may have, however the split happened, where each side moved on, the energy is still lingering. But what the main factor here, the main component, is that you are going through that transformation. You are having that renewal. So I'm going to clarify a little bit more about what this is, who it is. This could even be a group of people from your past, you know, that they see you transforming. They stay, you may be doing something so unconventional that they feel as though you wouldn't receive blessings in abundance for doing it. And now they're seeing that happen. 2111, which is 9/11. Clarify, beloved. What is this? cutting all connections to them. Cycle completion, empty nest, graduating. Okay, new life. Child, someone or group of people you've known from your childhood. What is deception and envy? What is deception and envy here in the environment? What is that? We have winter that came out in reverse. So let me see here. So between Cancer season and Virgo season could be of significance. That's the case. And something about planting new seeds during the new moon in Scorpio, or deciding to clean the slate, especially when it comes to who you give your energy to as intensely and deeply as you would or used to. We have gamble, taking a risk, uncertain outcome. What happens next? They didn't see this happening. They should just mind their business. What's this? Refinement. You got still. Let me see. And bodybuilder. 9-6. Taurus, Capricorn. Develops over time. Yeah, they didn't see you as someone that would actually develop over time. I don't know what in the fuck people be thinking. Why did people think that way, where they just know, they feel as though they know what the way somebody's life is going to turn out because of one decision that they made? Just ignorant as fuck. Chess. Checkmate. Because you came out with the energy of the strategy in the beginning, planning, consequences of action. Virgo season could have been of significance here in terms of cleaning things up. And the final phase of that cleaning up and the renewal, now you have the moment to rest, could have started during Scorpio season. What's the obstacles and challenges? Why is it showing up here as the advice? Inventor. Yo. Trust your gut. You have been doing that. But it's something here about, again, people from your past didn't see that you would be abundant in doing what it is that you're doing because it's so unconventional, or it goes against what they think is moral. Having moral value, because you have inventor here that came out of reverse in terms of obstacles and challenges. You here to set a trend. With the obstacles and challenges, Saturn and Leo. Saturn, that's an outer planet, so it does speak to things that are happening around you. Show me the collective in this here. You've reconnected with your inner child, doing what you love. So much so, you moved on. Cycle completion. Yo. You are about to have a major effect on the collective, on a global, universal level. And people are going to be wishing they handled you better. All I would say to you, beloved, just send them love with a clear dose of, I'm gonna send you love, but just mind your business. Don't let that envy catch up, cross watcher towards the collective, because you're not throwing it at them. You're gonna be throwing that shit back at yourself instantly. Okay? So move wisely. Tread wisely. Oh, not at all. In the hopes and fears position, you have wisdom. So, yes, you have overcame plenty. Move that way. 137 shows up here. Okay. You have the keys to move forward. Love is also about to begin here for you. A higher level of commitment is on its way. Yes, it is. Because you also got the Four of Wands as your current energy. So you could be having a groundbreaking development when it comes to love, finances. Okay, something about detoxing, because that ad had something to do with detoxing. You've gone through a lot of challenges here in terms of significant relationships with this 15. But the truth is, okay, the waiting game is over. Let's just make sure what it say here. Fulfillment of wishes. 9 of Cups and the Emperor that came out earlier in terms of the personal water and the transformation with the Phoenix that you're having. What's the outcome? I really want to see what that is, because it's giving heart chakra. It looked as though it's the heart chakra card. Yeah, it is. You see how it hopped in and out. But I'm just showing it to you because that's very significant in terms of what's happening right now is that you are crossing the final threshold when it comes to getting out of survival mode and trusting your gut instincts. It takes a lot of power, or the recognition of your own power, of your soul, of your mission in life, your destiny. Your destiny is every step that you take and every direction that you go towards, that's your destiny. But also being mindful of the power that you have that is invested within you in connection to source, in terms of wherever you go, make sure you are in a space of abundance. You are being celebrated. You are loved. If not, you don't have to go in that direction. You shouldn't be going in that direction. Because of a trauma wound or a trauma bond of the past, that before it used to make sense for you to go towards that, because there has been this ideology in terms of partnerships that if you can't work through the hard times, but why does the hard times even have to happen? Because the hard times have been happening, because each side, or the way that they were brought up, was consisted of a lot of wounds that never been healed. So the whole perception of these type of, dynamics in terms of unconditional love with another person is definitely going through a massive change, that you, collective, are on the path to being able to experience that too. You just got to make the wise moves, make the proper choices and decisions. The pauses. Them pauses are, yeah. Them pauses are when I'm not here. Gratitude. Let's see here. Them pauses is this type of energy. For real, for real. Let's see the outcome. Look at that. Partnerships and alliances and intuition. Ooh. 23, big 5 right there. Yo. Yeah, see? Intuitively, you'll begin to see manifestations happen a lot faster about what it is that you're seeing in terms of the direction to go towards. Which is why it's important to get into a space of being still. Because I'm seeing y'all collective, let's say you are meditating and you're in a very still space. You may not realize how much you are allowing the assistance of your spirit guides to move faster around you and cleaning any type of energetic connections that are still lingering, which will now have you in a stronger partnership with your intuition. The fact that the Hierophant and the High Priestess is here, some of you are really going to be partnering with your reflection as a High Priestess, High Priest, Goddess, God, Emperor, Empress. You evolve from the King and Queens. You're in a position of building your empire. You have reached a point where you've mastered the elements and you're bringing it into balance, where now it can actually be one with your body. You're going to have a lot of loyalty and respect coming towards you here with this dog showing up. And it could even be more so having to do with you are actually meeting with someone that you are cosmically, galactically connected to, which is a much deeper resonance when it comes to a partnerships or the alliance that you could have here. Rejoice in celebration, clearing out the mental conflict. Show me more about the environment, the transformation, deception and envy. 137. That's a real detrimental space for somebody to be in terms of the envy that they have towards someone because of the love that they have and the way others love them and the way that they can connect with other people effortlessly. Some wild shit. That's quite the mental prison. Yeah, definitely justice here when it comes to love here, collective. Sheesh. Transformation is being clarified by transformation. Okay. Third time it makes an appearance, the same way Moving On did. Judgment. So, back to the Cross Watchers energy. They realizing how much they gotta stop the shit even when it comes to thinking of the collective in a negative way or a low vibrational way. Enough is the fuck enough. Get over it. See, because what I'm seeing here is, if this cross watcher don't get that shit together, you know what? May all energies that are crossing boundaries of the collective be banished once and for all, for the betterment of all. Especially people who are in contracts and they know that they shouldn't be dibbling and dabbling into other things just to see if they still... Time's up. Nine of Wands. Wanted to see if something can happen again. No, that's done and over with. Not even in, the person's not even in a position to even be looking into other contracts while they are actually in one. Especially if this, for some of you, if this is somebody that's married. The fuck? Because this is even more so to people who, let's say they are in some type of bond or contract and there's no type of understanding between them and the person that they're with, that there's a separation, but they want to sit here and keep playing around outside of that. No, that shit is done and over with. Clear that shit up right now. Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah, that's done. The fuck? Yeah, that is... Source is going to block it out. This was also we was talking about earlier in terms of the person may even attempt to be in your space, but all right, keep fucking around. Especially when the person is not in a position to be doing that. That shit is done for. Before you move into another contract, make sure you close out the one the fuck that you're in. Stop fucking playing. Seven of Swords, which is deception and envy right there. I'm telling you. Better back the fuck up. And collective, if you are entertaining this type of cross-watcher energy, stop. That if someone attempts to reach out to you from your past, and they know they're not supposed to, and you feel that you're in a position, you know, to ask them a question like on some, why the fuck are you here? Ask that question. And so that way you can really work with karmic justice and getting that energy out of the way. Work with karmic justice to get that energy out of the way and clean that shit up. Eight of Pentacles, Virgo, the cleaner. And for some of you, when it comes to work, you're around someone who's a manager, whatever the case may be, who too high and mighty in they fucking position. They need to go sit the fuck down too. Have all the seats in the world. Sit on all, sit. Just have the fuck. Just sit the fuck down. Sit down. Okay, sit down. Because enough is enough. You're in a position to keep things in order, but it's not so much where you sit here and feel as though you can speak to somebody and tell them whatever you want to tell them the way you want to tell them because you're a manager, whatever the case may be. Manage your own fucking self. Because most times when certain managers are in these types of positions, it's because they're still suffering from this complex where people may have told them what to do. And now that they're in a position to do so, they're abusing that. The moon. Yeah, this is definitely clear as day. Because moon and Virgo energy gives the ability to see the details, even of any, when it comes to anything that's dwelling through the subconscious, even lower than that, or deeper than that. Because right now, this is the energy of people from the past coming back just to see if they still have a chance of some sort. Some of them need to stay exactly where the fuck they at. If it ain't all of them. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Yeah. Now, I'm telling you. What am I telling you? Because I feel as though we're saying kind of sort of the same thing in different ways. But with the Ten of Swords and the Five of Pentacles here, this is the energy of constantly being portrayed, constantly being left out in the cold. And now people see you thriving. They want to come back and see. And because they can't get through to you, now this energy of deception and envy is easily activated within them. They better go sit somewhere by themselves and figure it out. And leave collective alone. Okay. Somebody want to work on something after this. That thing is done for. It's completely done. Completely done. Five of Wands. It's this person. It seems as though there's an energy of somebody from someone's past who was just more so intrigued by the person they were connected to, but didn't know how to connect to the energy or the person that they were connected to. So this is basically, if we're looking at this from a tarot standpoint, this will be a page wanting to have a committed relationship with an emperor or an empress. You haven't even mastered your way of moving about through different ideas. You haven't even mastered that mutable energy or the knights to even become a king or queen. And you want to go sit down somewhere. Okay, 9944 on the timer. Because this is definitely giving the energy of somebody is asking for an ass whooping. I'm telling you, didn't we say this in the beginning? Why is this energy giving ass whooping? 100 on the timer. I mean, the moon is in Aries, so that can do that too. That'll do that too. I don't even want to pull any more on this. Because this is about to have me time traveling to somebody's dream state and sitting their ass the fuck down for real. And I don't even know who this person is. But that's just the sensitivity of energy. Which is why I was telling y'all in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? If there's a situation where you got to step away from somebody, it's not required for you to talk to them about it. If you want to leave, just leave. Go about your business. People be having these conversations about what they going to do with people in terms of leaving. And this is why they stay in something, because now there's a conversation about something that's been had about 15 times already and shit never changed. The 16th conversation is not going to make it any different. Shit, after the second conversation about something that still happened over and over again, that is not, you know, it's not something that is productive for that partnership. Why are you still there? Hell no. The Empress, the Magician, Five of Swords. Why are some of these cards moving this way? Anywho. But yeah, y'all. Let's grab one more message. This Five of Swords is hilarious. Well, justice. On that Five of Swords. Conflicting conversations. I'm telling you, the shit is done. Justice is here. It's time to put that to rest. You got that at the top of your spread too. It's time to bring balance into all things. Especially those things that want to remain out of balance. And when I say balance, it's speaking to the harmony between the light and the dark. Too much light, too much darkness, that's evil. That's what evil is. When you're too much in your light, that's evil. When you're too much in your darkness, that's evil. People think it's just being dark too, or just dark is evil. No. Anything you do too much of, and it's not balanced with its opposition or the aspect of duality, that's what's called evil. It's not able to be in a harmonious state that it can live. So it goes backwards. Evil. Yeah. Surrender to play. Take a break from overthinking a goal. Do something fun. Play is a time of recreation and rejuvenation. Surrender your belief in scarcity. The universe is asking you to open to infinite nature of abundance. In this way, you can remove blocks in your life and succeed beyond your wildest dreams. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself, or let go of the fearful stories people around you have a tendency to speak on. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. One more. Two more. Surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. Remember, trying is an insult to doing. If you're trying, it doesn't mean you're doing or not doing. You're literally still in limbo. So if you've been on this channel quite a bit, you'll hear this quite often. But if this is one of the first few times you're on here, if you are doing something and you tell yourself that you are trying to do it, you are no longer doing it. That word trying literally negates what it is that you are doing. Because trying puts you in a position to make a decision on whether you are going to do something. Okay? And the final message is surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you may approach the situation more calmly. All right? And that is your message for this evening. May you all have a blissful one. Stay hydrated, drink your water, mind your business, go get yours, love upon yourself, meditate. You know what I'm saying? Anybody with that bullshit, just speaking on that low vibration, and it seems as though they don't want to evolve. They just want to focus on the problem. It's time for you to get the move on. It's time for you to, you know what I'm saying, go to where you got to go. And you keep expanding. You keep evolving. You keep yourself in that abundant state. Love you. And I'll see you.